If your favorite college football program is not recruiting the Mobile area, why?
Locked On presents The Portal, the daily podcast covering college football recruiting and everything NIL. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Back into the Portal podcast for this live edition. I'm your host, Brian Smith, longtime college football recruiting analyst. Thank you for making the Portal podcast a part of your day each and every day at noon Eastern time for these live shows. And we got shows every morning as well. And thank you to Locked On. We have become the #1 network in the country for anything you can imagine sports broadcasting. Check out the Locked On podcast across the board. NBA, NFL, college football, anything you can imagine, Locked On is the place for you. Today's show, we're going to get to one of the best discussions in the state that I live, that's the state of Alabama. Auburn versus Alabama. This year it's going to be at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Could the Tigers possibly knock off the Tide and cause some problems for the Tide getting into the college football playoff? We're also going to talk about some other form of playoff. Alabama high school football is a religion here. We're going to talk about the playoffs, who's going to trend up, who's not, and more. And we're also going to talk about Alabama's top prep football recruits, Tank Jones. We're going to talk about Ezavier Crowell. We're going to talk about a lot of different guys. And we're going to do that with my guy, Larry Rudolph, who joins the show. He works for QB Country. Big Larry, what's going on, brother? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man?
Doing great, doing great. As I was telling you before the show started, we both know this anyway, but the city of Mobile is really good for high school football. Now, we both know that because we've been around, like you from that area. Like, I get it. And I've scouted it. I know, like, some of the guys at Gulf Shores Highs. I've been around Saraland, all these different programs in some way, shape, or form, like Williamson, Blunt, Viger, St. Paul's, and, even Cottage Hill Christian's got D1 kids. It's crazy how many different schools got ballers. So I want to start there before we get into Crowell up at Jackson and stuff like that. However you want to do it. This is your platform right now where explain to colleges why recruiting Mobile would be your good, quote unquote, long-term play.
I think it'll be a great foundational move as well. We have several guys down here who are not getting like the recognition or the praise that they deserve. South Alabama's taking advantage of that kind of. They got Noah Moss, who just ran for 368 yards and 6 touchdowns at St. Michael's. His receiver, Brody Jones, he's also committed to South Alabama. He had 101 catches last year. He was second in the state. So it's guys who really can play on that level, who the state of Alabama always produces. Deontay Lawson, he's playing on the Crimson Tide right now. So it's guys always in the state of Alabama, but particularly the Mobile area. Like Caleb Minster, like you just brought up College Hill Christian. He leads the state of Alabama in sacks, 25 sacks. And Alabama is now starting to show interest, but he's committed to South Alabama. So it's more guys. We got Caleb Morris at Mayor G. Montgomery. He's a Mississippi State defensive line commit. It's guy I can go on and on and on about the level of talent down here and the depth of talent down here in the Mobile area.
Yeah, especially if you're a G6 program in the South.
Yes.
If you ain't recruiting from Pensacola to the Mississippi line on the I-10 corridor, what y'all doing? Because like Gulf Shores High, again, St. Paul's, it doesn't matter if it's public, private, small, or big. Obviously, Saraland, Williamson, It don't matter. All these schools, and then like Pensacola is an hour away. So that whole corridor right there, it's convenient. There are 3 airports. They even got an airport in Gulf Shores. It's easy to get in here.
Yes, sir.
So I just got a curiosity talking about some of these kids. How good is the youth league movement? That's the one thing I don't know. Like the 5th, 6th, 7th graders. How good is it down there?
It's growing. Like for example, I bring up College Hill Christian again. They just had their first 8th grade JV team this year in school history. So programs are starting to grow. Of course, you have the schools who just feed like that area, the style of kids. Like the Mobile area always gonna do that. Viger gonna feed, Williamson gonna feed, even St. Paul's, and these kids grow up and they remember playing park ball together. Those relationships form at that point, I feel like, and then they just blossom, man. So, but you're right, Brian. It starts up the little league. Those really 9U and up 10U, like that's when it starts, man.
Yeah, when you get the kids to understand the fundamentals, and football is a team sport, but it is a very technical sport.
Yes,
You and I talk about, oh, we saw this kid on film. He's got the feet to play tackle or corner or whatever. It's still about how much investment their communities put in. And you
yes,
and I
sir.
know personally, there ain't a community in the state of Alabama, north to south, that don't like football. They're
Yes,
going
sir.
to, and some of these small school 1 and 2A schools, like Auburn just took a running back this past year as 1A, like he was 1A, but he's
Alvin
running for
Henderson.
300. Yeah.
Alvin Henderson. Yes, sir.
So it's just you got to find them. You got to work a little bit. But again, Mobile is right off of I-10. It's not rough. And there's 3 airports in the greater Mobile area. Mobile to Pensacola. There's 3. There's no
Yes,
excuse
sir.
for people not to recruit. It's easy to get to. All right. The next one, he's a little north of y'all, but Crowell, you and I have talked about him many times, and I haven't seen him live. You have.
Yes, sir.
This is a weird deal because Crowell, while he's a freaky kid, and everybody knew that he was going to be big time recruit. He's committed to Bama as a running
Mm-hmm.
back. He's a reclass. And I immediately, when he reclassed, I'm like, man, physicality for running backs, I don't know about this. And then not that he wasn't good already, but like his level of physicality for this year is grotesque.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to people like what you've seen. I've just seen the clips. It's
Yes,
different
sir.
to see it live. Give me your take on Ezavier Crowell, brother.
I really do think he's gonna be Alabama's most dominant running back recruit in the last 5 years. Since that Najee Harris
Oh, he could
kid
play.
probably. Yeah, yeah, he's a baller. I'm talking about the blend of size and speed just jumps out at you, man. Seeing him in person is like seeing him move on water almost. Like he can, he's special. He can catch out of the backfield. He's a threat to break for 80 anytime he touches the ball. He's a great teammate as well, man. He wants to win. He's a special player, and I feel like he's gonna be so dominant early at Saban Field. I talked to uh, Coach G at Bama. He told me straight up, he was like, Larry, if he was here right now, he would be playing. He would be rotating right now. And what you just said, he's a reclass now. So really, he's supposed to be a junior. So I think he's going to be dominant at Saban Field up there in Tuscaloosa. I think he has a bright future. And it's been a blessing seeing him play. I remember I watched him in his first game as a freshman. He wasn't supposed to start, but the starter got hurt. So he comes in, he dominates those first two to three games, and he gets an Oregon offer immediately. So his recruitment was fast rising. He's just like I think the world of the kid because I know what I've seen with my own eyes. I know how it looks. So and it looks just like that. So he's gonna be special, man. He's a rare talent, rare vision as well, man. The way he can move in between tackles and break tackles and like he's amazing. He's epic.
Yeah, I love talking about football players like him that put in the effort because he
Yes.
already had the Bama offer and all this and committed to the Tide. But then he
Hmm.
comes out this year, and I don't remember which game it was. I was watching a clip that you put up or something,
Hmm.
and there was a play where the blocking wasn't exactly ideal. I'll leave it at
Hmm.
that. He's
Hmm.
getting hit at the line and he's bouncing off guys. And there's only one beast mode. I get it, but that's the style that he is.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not a Bama fan or anything, but I'll watch them when he's there just because it's fun to watch guys that place that much effort into their craft. I love that stuff.
His acceleration going downhill is just unbelievable. But like that's what I'm saying, man. When he gets that ball in his hands, it doesn't matter if he doesn't have an offensive line. It doesn't matter if he doesn't have ideal blocking. He's gonna get his yards. He rushed for 336 yards against St. Michael's, who's the top team in 4A right now. Like he's amazing, man. Like you have to see him in person to actually believe and to understand what I'm saying. Like
Oh yeah.
he's truly spectacular.
Shout out here to a couple comments in the chat. Bishop Franklin says, "Big salute to the fam." Everybody talking about Mobile. Mobile people
Yes.
like getting
Yeah.
their exposure out there, and amen to that. And same thing here with
Yes.
Steve Hammer. Let's get it, Mobile Town. Hopefully, South Alabama can get on the map bigger and better. Like you said earlier, by the way, shout out to if you got the advantage, you South Alabama, that man, shoot.
They are
These
doing
schools,
great with this class. They are doing
yeah.
great with this class. They even have Torrey Marion, who's a wide receiver at Baker High School, and he is a speedy deep threat. He can run every route. Him and Brody Jones with Noah Moss and Caleb Minster, South Alabama recruiting staff is doing great.
There you
They're
go.
doing great.
Mrs. Eager. Hey, Larry.
Hey, Ms. Eager, how you doing?
What's going on? Everybody giving Big Larry a shout out here. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about some of these prep kids kind of around the state. And then we're going to get into the playoff race a little bit. This is fun.
Yes, sir. This is fun. I love it.
We get to see the best players, but with games like you got Auburn versus Opelika, we got Central, we got all over the place.
Yes.
They're a really good game. I don't know where you're going or whatever, but I got to go to a game in Georgia this week. But it's just there's so many good games everywhere. It don't matter.
Yes,
you can almost point your finger on the map. There's something within a 30-minute radius of there that's a good ball game. So we come back. Big Larry and I are going to talk a little bit more about this, all the different players in the state of Alabama, the playoff races here on the Portal Podcast. Today's show is brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel. The NBA is back, and there's no better place to get on the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you missed the start of the game or want to ride that hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. It keeps every game exciting, especially when your team's making that late push. Right now, FanDuel even has a deal for new customers, $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Head to FanDuel.com to sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Thank you once again for making the Portal Podcast a part of your day each and every day right here on the Locked On Podcast Network. To be honest with you, man, Big Larry, this is fun. You're echoing, by the way. This is fun. It's all good. It's all good. It's a lot of fun when you have the opportunity to go to these games and to see what it means. It's incredible because these communities
it's amazing.
Rally.
Yes, sir.
They
yes,
rally,
sir, man.
Bro. It's awesome. So, which game are you going to this week? Just out of curiosity.
I'm not sure right now. I'm thinking about Spain Park at Saraland, or either I'm thinking about Auburn at Daphne, or either Central at Fairhope. So I'm not sure just yet.
There's all kinds of stuff coming up like that.
Yes, sir.
I'm kind of projecting for what I think's going to happen, but like Daphne's a school don't even get talked about. That's a school on the east side of the Bay. They got some players. Why don't you spit a little bit about what's going on with Daphne? Who they got, man?
Yeah, man. I feel like things changed for Daphne when they got Christian Seeger in. He transferred from Spanish Fort last year, and he's already thrown for over 2,500 yards, over 35 touchdowns. He's been amazing. He's throwing to C.J. Gardner, who's a wide receiver at Daphne, who has a South Alabama offer as well. And he has a 2028 kid. His name is LeBraylon Williams. He will be a player to watch in that 2028 class. So he got some weapons, man, and that offense is humming. Daphne also has arguably the top 20-30 kid in probably the nation. Paul Trey Kyles, he is 6'2", 225. The defensive end, he is number 11. He's 13 years old. Well, he's 14. I think he just turned 14. But he is already receiving all kind of college interest. He the real deal. And then opposite of him, you have Marquez Franklin. He's a guy who started on the offensive side of the ball this year for Daphne, but now he moved to edge rusher, and he has Ole Miss, Georgia Tech, all these schools are coming, and this is his first year starting and first year edge rusher. So Daphne has some guys, man, and they have arguably the largest offensive line in the state of Alabama. So Daphne has some good things going, man. I might be there, I'm not sure, but they have a lot going on, man. It's looking up for Daphne, man.
14-year-old that's yoked and 225 pounds. That is not a normal thing, Larry. That is
6'2".
not a normal thing.
6'2".
Good luck to everybody got to play against him the next few seasons. He got 3 more years of high school ball. So
yes, sir. Yeah, well, four actually.
Because he's still an 8th grader. They're letting him play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. He starts on varsity. He starts. Yeah, he's amazing, man. You got to keep an eye out on that one.
All right. We'll talk about him more, I'm sure, for the next several years. Right now, as it relates to the playoff race, is there any player that you think needs a little more credit that's still in, whether Mobile kid, Montgomery kid, Birmingham?
Yes.
Who you got, brother? Who you got?
Maurice Winston, Randolph County, 3A. They play they play Bayside Friday. Those guys he's rushed for 2,300 yards. He leads state of Alabama in rushing. He's 6'1", I think, 185 pounds, plays offense and defense for Randolph County. Maurice Winston, and the only reason why I know about him is because my guy Dex Preps, who is the
Yeah.
best, he the GOAT, he a legend here in the state of Alabama. And he took me under his wing, and I've been learning from Dex. I love when he talk ball because he's so educated, he's so knowledgeable. But Maurice Winston, I'll say he he the real deal, man. I keep hearing about. I wish I had time to go see him in person, though, man. Mhm.
Well, it's this state. There's one thing about it. It is massive. It is not
Yes,
easy to get from A to B because there's a lot of turf. Just
yes,
between
sir.
you and Jackson to go to a game is not the shortest drive. It takes a little while.
Yes, sir.
What just so I don't forget about it,
Mhm.
tell everybody what it's like to watch Tank Jones come off the line of scrimmage now. I've seen him. I know you've seen him being a Mobile guy. That's not a normal human being. I met Tank when he was a sophomore, and I'm like, I'd take that kid right now. So
Yeah, man.
explain that to
Yeah,
everybody.
man. He is a man amongst boys, man. Huge upside, huge potential. He's very good against the run. He's gonna be that strong side defensive end when he gets to Oregon, but he can do it all, man. He also plays offense for St. Paul's as well. He's a good tight end as well, man. Very coachable kid, very mannerable, strong, powerful man. He can also rush the passer, man. So Tank, he one of those guys. He different, man. He been like that too, just like you just said. He been like that
Oh
since
yeah,
eighth grade, seventh, eighth grade. He been like that. So he's just coming into his own. He molding his frame. He's molding what he can be at the next level. So I'm just excited, man. I run out of things to say about him and EJ. It just I mean, it's hard to come up with something new to say about those guys when those guys have such high floors, man. Like they even have high floors.
yeah. It's a lot of fun to watch Tank play,
Yes,
and
sir.
as a tight end, I think it's ironic because he's committed to Oregon. I think he could be like a Sadiq, that guy that
Hmm.
Oregon has right now, because he's such an
Hmm.
athletically gifted young man. But I know the Ducks are recruiting him to play D end.
Yes,
Do we
sir.
think he's going to stick with the Ducks, or is he still going to take more visits? What do you think is going to happen with Tank? Because I know
Oh, and I think he
everybody.
locked in. I think he locked in with Oregon, man. I think their recruitment shut down, man. I I know that A&M tried late and Alabama tried late, but I think it's over with. I think he'll be an Oregon Duck.
Okay. Speaking of the greater Mobile area, there's a famous quarterback who has a son in the class of
Yes.
2027. I know that you understand for who I refer to. Explain to people what it's like seeing an NFL guy, I mean, he was legit, coach his son. And I'll let you give the whole spiel if you're a Mobile person, you know what I'm talking about. But I'll let Larry explain this to everybody.
Yes, Brian is talking about Gunnar Rivers. He is one of the top passers in the state of Alabama. He has a 40-5 touchdown interception ratio. He is 6'3", 220 to 25 pounds. He can make every throw on the field. The one thing about Gunnar, he never makes a bad read in my opinion. I know he has 5 interceptions on the season, but he never makes a bad read. He can make every throw. He throws the beautiful the the most beautiful D ball I've seen lately.
Really?
Yes, man, he's special, man. He can do it all, man, and he can also run. People think Gunners is just a pocket pass. He can also run, man. So kid has potential. I'm excited to see where his recruitment goes. I know I think he just visited Auburn. He's going to visit Alabama and NC State. I think he's visiting NC State for the North Carolina NC State game, and he's visiting Alabama either this weekend or next weekend. I'm not sure. So yeah, man, things are going up. I know he has an Oregon offer. Auburn's offered already. NC State, of course. So yeah, man, it's going up, man. I love Gunner, man. He's one of those. Actually right now Mr. Football candidate, in my opinion. Him, Crowell, and Barber, I would say.
Yeah, those are all really great players.
Yes, sir.
Is Gunner going to play any 7 on, or is he just going to train with his dad?
I'm not sure. If you had asked me straight up like this right here, I'm gonna say he trained with his dad. I would
That'd
say.
be my
Yes, sir.
guess. His dad keeps it pretty private, which is
Oh
fine.
yeah, yeah, which is fun though. He come up to
Yeah.
QB country for sometimes, but mainly his father. He takes care
Well,
of that, and I understand. Yeah,
I
he's the
mean,
best now.
his dad played in the NFL like 15 years, so I'm not, what
Right,
the hell am I going
right,
to say to that? So it's
right.
he was legit. Last part on this before we get into the Auburn, Alabama talk. With
Mhm,
all the recruits and stuff in Alabama, who's the one kid that you saw this year? I don't care if it's local to you or anywhere else in
mhm.
the state. Who's the one kid that surprised you the most? And you're like, this kid should be on the map more, or just somebody that like kind of popped as a senior.
Deshaun Spencer, wide receiver, Saraland. He's committed to Duke right now. Deshaun, I think he needs to be in that same aura or same list, as you would say, as Sadarian Morgan, Corey Barber. He is spectacular. He can run every route. He can play running back. He's quick. He's agile. He he's just he one of those kids, man, who's just a football player, man. He's gonna be good at the next level. You see it, you know he's gonna be good. He has all the intangible, all the tools. So I would say to Sean Spencer, he's gonna be in the Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game as well. So I would say to Sean Spencer. I know Auburn is showing a lot of late interest. South Florida's showing interest, but yes, I would say to Sean Spencer, man, special kid.
All right. When we come back, it's the discussion that happens 365 days a year. Auburn versus Alabama. We're going to talk about that next with Big Larry right here on this Portal Podcast edition and live show. Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Supply House. When the opening whistle blows on a new repair, get your crew moving forward with Supply House. Order today and see parts on your doorstep tomorrow. Over 280,000 plumbing, HVAC, and electrical items from the most trusted brands in the business. Real-time inventory, honest lead times. They keep you from punting on projects, while their industry-leading customer service always has your blind side covered. If you need something really quick and you don't even want to mess around with calling, they've even got part finder tools, 3D schematics, everything you can do to check it out. And again, you could always call and get confirmation. Join the free Trademaster program today and score serious perks like priority shipping, lower prices, and dedicated support line. Visit supplyhouse.com to sign up for free and use promo code SHCollege5 for 5% off your first order. Supplyhouse.com. Real people and real service. All right, Larry, we're only a couple weeks away. Alabama will be traveling to Auburn. We'll get into the whole you freeze thing after, but it's just fun talking Alabama, Auburn. It's always been since I was a kid. Even when I lived up north, one of the most entertaining rivalries in the country, college, pro, or anything else. Do you think there's any chance that Auburn will give Alabama problems in that game in a few weeks at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama?
Just like Nick Saban said, weird things happen at Jordan-Hare during during the night when anytime Alabama travels to Jordan-Hare, it gets weird, man. So yes, I do think it's a chance. Although I think that Alabama and Ty Simpson are playing amazing. Jeremy Bernard, Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton, those guys are looking unstoppable on offense. I think Tim Keenan, LT Overton, Deontay Lawson, Justin Jefferson, Damani Jackson, all those guys, they form a great unit on defense, and I'm excited to see it, man. I can't wait. It's the biggest rivalry, arguably, in sports. You can say Michigan, Ohio State if you want to, but it's not bigger than Iron Bowl. It never will be. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, the
It's gonna be
in-state
great.
part makes me think it's more Auburn, Alabama, too. And I grew
Yes,
up right
yes.
next to the Ohio line. I mean, those two schools hate each other, too. Don't get me wrong, but this is in-state. We have people that get divorced over this route. Like, literally, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy in that
Yes.
regard, but that's topic for another day.
Mhm.
To that end, I have one thing that I brought up with you before this show. I talked a few days ago. I don't understand how you can have guys like Proctor, Brailsford, and some of those dudes up front. You already know where I'm going with this.
Mhm. Mhm.
111.9 yards per game rushing, 120th in the nation. Scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most concerning. Where are you with your problematic thoughts regarding Alabama's lack of rushing game? Is it a 10? Is it a 5? Like, how concerned are you about them long term, like going into the playoff with this run game?
6. I feel like LSU, they did a great job of sitting on the pass. I didn't know Alabama. eh, They want to throw the ball down the field. Jam and Hill, they gonna have to have that run game going, man, because you're gonna need that in the playoff season. I I worry about it. I've been worrying about it. You see games, Jam, he was hurt at the beginning. He comes back. I don't see the kind of explosion. I don't see the burst anymore. But he's a tough back. He's tough. I like the Daniel Hill kid more, in my opinion. They have a solid room, but yes, I'm with you, Brian. You have to run the ball, man. If you want to win, you have to run the ball. Teams are going to play cover 3, cover 4, and sit on the pass. So you're going to have to
Because,
run the ball to
yeah,
win. Mhm.
I think once they get up against teams in the playoff, I'll just use a few
Yes.
examples. Any of Ohio State,
Yes. Yes.
Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Texas Tech's front. Like
Hmm.
if they can just rush 4 and drop 7 all day, even as good as Ty is, you're going to get some deflections and all that. You can't be in
Yes.
second and 8 if you're running the ball.
Yes.
Second and 8
Yes,
does
sir.
not. So I'm curious to see if it's more how they've schemed and how they've done it in practice, because I don't think they're trying. And eventually I think that's going to catch up with them. But like I don't think Jam's unbelievable, and I think Daniel's better too.
Right.
But either one of them,
Right. Right.
there's no reason they're not getting 80 yards a game out of like one of those, and then like 2 or 3 other guys. They should be at 150 a game.
Yes,
The
sir.
difference in that
I
30
totally agree.
yards is incredible because that's a lot of short yardage plays,
Right.
red zone. It's hard when it gets down there against, like, if you play in Oregon, every inch counts.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I think that's my concern for Auburn. This is just so weird. They get rid of the offensive head coach, and then they go drop 38 on a pretty good defense in
Yes.
Vanderbilt.
Yes.
Ashton Daniels look good. I have no idea what to predict week to week with that team, bro. That is
Hmm.
buck wild. And this week they play Mercer. Deuce is going to start, I think, so because they
Hmm.
don't want to waste Ashton Daniels' year. He could play against Bama and
Hmm.
preserve his red shirt. So I assume that's what will happen. How in the world can you predict? I know it's again the game is at Auburn this year just because it rotates. I wouldn't be shocked if Auburn scored 30 against Bama or if they scored 10.
Exactly. The offense is very inconsistent. I totally agree. But when you have that 6'3", 6'4"
Oh
guy over
God.
there who can go and win any matchup, you're gonna be solid on offense. Uh, Cam Coleman, man, he was good at Central Phoenix when he was there. He is a matchup nightmare against any DB in the country. I don't care who's over there. He has a chance to win that and bring that ball down. Ashton Daniels did look very impressive. I'm very excited to see how Deuce Knight looks. He trains with us at quarterback country, so I'm very excited. I've seen him throw. I've seen him develop over the last year and a half. I think he's going to do great at Auburn, so I'm very excited to see that. And also with Auburn, I want to give them a shout out on this. They play in-state guys and they play them early. Eric Winters, Jared Smith,
100%.
Jordan Crawford. Guys are playing so early, and it's good. Like Eric Winters played, he had to play at least 65% of the defensive snaps. I've seen him on the field constantly.
Yeah.
It's so rewarding to see that because I know I watched Eric Winters at Enterprise. I watched Jordan Crawford at Parker. I watched Jared Smith at Thompson. Like, even and Anquan Vegas, new boy at Thompson as well. Like, those guys can ball. So it's very good seeing Auburn have those guys on the field because that's your foundation. Like, this past recruiting class, that's your foundation, especially on defense. But when you have the Perry Thompsons as well, who's growing every week at Auburn. I'm proud of him. I watched him a lot down here at Foley. He was in that Mobile area. So yeah, man, things are looking bright, and they just have to hire the right coach. Now, Durkin, got to be careful here, man, because those are his guys. All those freshmen are his guys on defense. So you got to be careful. Do you want to hire somebody else and try to keep him on his DC, or would he see that as like a disrespectful type move? You bring somebody else in, he want to leave, and then you have a potential of losing all these transfers. You got to think about that if you're Auburn's administration. But so far, things are trending upward for Auburn, in my opinion.
I agree. And I think it's a fascinating scenario because we got Penn State.
Yes.
We got Florida. We got
Yes.
LSU. We got Oklahoma State. We got
Yes.
UCLA.
Hmm.
We got Oregon State. I mean, it's just coast to coast. Virginia Tech.
Yes.
You don't know who's going where. I've heard Franklin's going to end up at
Yeah.
Tech,
Me too. Me too.
but like it still impacts your assistant pool with all these other schools. There's going to be a lot of movement, and kids are attached to high school coaches to a certain
Hmm.
point because they go to certain school. But when they go to college, they're really attached to those assistants like other kids.
Yes.
And when these guys move,
Hmm.
I know that people watching this are like, well, I root for Auburn and like the logo, or I root for Bama. The kids root for the coaches representing those schools, and they're tied. That's how it works. Fair enough.
That's how it's always been. You're exactly
Yeah.
right.
So, yeah. Larry, last parting word. Anything else you want to talk about, man? I appreciate you coming on, by the way, and stick with me afterwards. Anything else you'd like to talk about today?
Yeah, man. I do appreciate you, man, how you covered that at Gulf Shores game, and you did a great job. What I want to ask you a question. I know you're the host, but I want to ask you a question. What did you see in Gabe Irvin, Carter Davis, Elijah Malone, all those guys in the Gulf Shores area? Because I know you got to see him, know you was at the game. And Bryson Riggins having ice in his veins to throw that touchdown pass, man. How was that?
Well, let's give a shout out to Riggins on the throw. When I was standing behind the play, like you should
Hmm.
be, it was coming right, and I just watched the quarterback. I had no idea where they were going because I don't know that program.
Hmm.
And I'm like, man, they ain't getting no pressure. He's sitting back there. He got all day. They got all day. And I'm like, and then a guy eventually, I don't care who you are, you could have
Yes, sir.
3 Deons. Eventually, a guy's going to get open.
Yeah,
And he
eventually,
threw a
every time
dime. He threw a dime, and that
he
guy
did.
made 3 different dudes miss.
Yes, sir. I know.
I mean,
I
the
know,
catch
man.
and the throw were good,
Hmm.
but the play afterwards, nasty. And I just happened to be in the right place to report it. So
Perfect time,
that's,
perfect place.
yeah, I mean, he walked right in front of me.
Yes,
So
sir.
they won on basically a walk off. There was only a couple of seconds left. As
Right.
for the guys like Carter Davis is a freaky athlete. I don't know what position he's going to play, but he's a dude with a
Right.
vertical over 40 inches.
Yes,
Somebody
bro.
got to take him. He's a
Yes.
class of 27 guy. He's
Hmm.
6 foot, give or take. Holy cow, Larry, is he twitchy. Punt returner, just that alone. Like I could see him getting scholarships, but we'll see where he ends up. The big young D lineman, I think,
Yes.
is the best prospect for Gulf Shores. I didn't know what to expect out of him
I
because
like that.
usually kids are big like he is.
Hmm.
They're just used to pushing guys. They don't always have the motor. But from
Right.
play one, he would like if they ran away, which hell, I'd run away from him too. He's 270 pounds or whatever as a sophomore in high school. He would like on outside zone or something. He would run down the play. And I'm like,
Man,
okay, now this kid's got a chance. But
Gabriel Aquindo Irvin. I keep trying to tell people he was in last season. He transferred from Foley to Go Shores. He was ineligible. This year he burst on the scene. Man, 9.5 sacks. I Kid is unbelievable. He's very fast. He moves very well for a man of that size. He's strong too as well. So his junior season is gonna be scary, man. Whoever got to block him, I feel for you. Pray.
yeah, high school kids aren't going to block Big Gabe. After he gets another
Yes.
year in the offseason for the weight room,
Yes.
he'll be about 280 next year.
Yes.
Good luck.
Good
And he'll
good
only be a
luck.
junior next year too.
Good luck.
He will be in Oregon, Texas, Notre Dame,
Yes.
Miami, and of course the local school. Everybody will recruit Big Gabe. There ain't no doubt about it.
Yes.
T-Town Media says, Larry, I saw you down here in Southside. Cedric Simmons is the truth, and Derek Sorrells Jr. It's crazy on both sides for them. Coach Moody got these boys playing. Shout out. Appreciate it, T-Town. Appreciate it. Yeah, but like the Gulf Shores thing, man, they got a lot of young guys. The quarterback was the coach's son, is a starting
Yes.
quarterback for his ACL a few weeks ago.
Yes.
That quarterback's a freshman.
Yes,
Like he
sir.
threw a couple of dimes. Like he's got to improve the arm strength and all that. But I'm like, because I thought, oh no. When the coach told me before the game his son was, I'm like, that's probably not good. He could throw it. Like
Yes.
he could spin it. So again, South Alabama, if you took nothing else from this podcast today, y'all ain't recruiting South Alabama. I ask a very simple question. Why?
I do want to add this. Mobile has some great 2027 kids who are coming up. They got Ellis McGaskin,
Oh,
Notre Dame, linebacker commit, Jalen Scott, who's also at Williamson. DB, Auburn commit, Jabarius Garrier, Viger, Alabama commit, edge rusher, uh, Jamison Roberts, quarterback, Sarah Land, um,
Yep.
Avian, AJ Pauley. He's a 2027 defensive lineman at McGill Tooling. He just received a Alabama offer a few weeks ago. Kid, like, this 2027 class is gonna be good. Will Abrams, St. Paul's, Carson Stevens, St. Paul's. Like, it's a lot of guys, man. This 2027 class in the state of, and well, the Mobile area is gonna be special as well.
I'm curious about. I watched some of McGaskin yesterday on film. I wanted to
Yes.
see, and they use him in a bevy of different ways. What do you think Ellis weighs right now? If you had to guess, how much does he weigh? You think?
215.
I watched him play running back, and I'm not saying he's better at running back than he is a linebacker. I'd be lying, but I wouldn't want to get in front of that too much.
No, man. I was at that Vargan Williamson game. He is truly he truly has a nose of the ball. He is that old school. I've always told him this. He laughed, but I truly feel this way. He's that old school linebacker. He's a thumper. He's gonna make the tackle, and you're gonna feel that tackle that he just made.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and as you said, on offense, he can't be stopped as well, man. Just give him the ball. He's gonna find the end zone every single time. So yeah, man.
I was surprised when he picked Notre Dame, especially that early. But like he had offers from everybody, so they must
Yes.
have done a good job of recruiting him. But man, if you want just entertainment and you're a defensive guy, go look up Ellis McGaskin from Williamson High School on Huddle. That kid's a thumper. And like you said, the 27 group is probably better than
Yes.
even the 26 group. I mean,
Yes.
it's not just Ellis. There's like the kid at Saraland's doing. I'm curious. The quarterback,
Yes.
he's starting to get. Didn't Auburn offer him?
Yes, sir. Yes, they did. Auburn, Syracuse, Northwestern. Jamison Roberts can do it. He has, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to be wrong, 13 rushing touchdowns. If I'm not mistaken, over 20 passing, over 40 on the whole year. So he's having a great year. After sitting behind KJ Lacey for those 2 years, he's doing great, man. And I always knew he would. He's a smart kid. He's coachable. He has a 4.2 GPA. Kid is gonna be special, man. He can make every throw. He's not a dual threat. He just knows how to extend plays and find the open receiver. If you watch his game, you know he's not a Lamar Jackson type. But when it's time, he needs to tuck the ball and run. He will. He good in that Jeff Kelly style of offense. He's great, man. He gonna be special, man. I won't be surprised if he gets Ohio State. If he gets Oklahoma, USC. I won't be surprised at all.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I seen some clips of him. I'm like, man, they just grow him on trees down there at Saraland.
Yes.
They coach him up, brother.
Hey, man, that's Jeff Kelly, man. That's Jeff Kelly, man. He one of the best. He one of the
He
best.
absolutely is. Speaking of the best, Larry, I appreciate you, man, for coming on. Absolutely. You represent quarterback country. And if you want to know anything for those of you out there about what's going on in the state of Alabama, Larry's got it going on. Give everybody your social media handle and all your background, man. What do you got?
I got you. Also, on the X, it's at Scout F Ball. So Scout SCOUTF and then Ball BALL. On IG is QBC Media. So QBC underscore media on IG. And I'm also on Facebook, Larry Lee Rudolph. So yeah, man.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Brian, bro. I really appreciate you, man. I was excited to do this. I love to talk high school ball. And
Me too.
when you hit me up about it, man, I lit up. So I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate this opportunity, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You can find the Portal Podcast wherever you get your pods, Apple, Spotify, Podbean, and of course, over on YouTube. This has been the Portal Podcast. We will see you again soon.